July 4th, 2019, and we had an earthquake because this is California and it shakes. Okay, seriously, I was very far from the epicenter, so it didn't do much of anything here. But the people out in the Mojave Desert area got pretty shook up because as of now, it's showing up as a 6.4. And I live way south of that. I live kind of close to Disneyland. So, so for us here, it was kind of just like a slow, slidey, kind of a side to side rolling motion. And I was the only one in the house that felt it, but I have an overactive autistic vestibular sense. So, like, autism brain registered the movement and just, ugh. But it started when I heard my heater kind of make banging noises, and I thought somebody was on the roof doing something to it. So I went over to listen to see if I could maybe bang on it and scare him away, and that's when I felt the ground move. And I was just like, oh my gosh, earthquake. So with earthquakes, you cannot always tell initially if it's gonna just stop or if it's gonna get worse. So that I always had that moment of wait, feel it out. My dad, who has advanced Parkinson's, was standing up without his walker, fiddling around with his calendar in his room. And I was like, earthquake, Dad, sit down. I made him sit his butt down on his bed because he has very poor balance. And I didn't know if it was going to shake more, and I didn't want him falling down and smashing his head on something because that's just what we need right now. But it was pretty weird because neither of my parents noticed it was going on, and I was like, earthquake! It's funny. But my vestibular sense is very sensitive to movement, so like when we have earthquakes, I'm usually one of the first ones to feel it in the house. And then I'll just alert everybody else, but it was weird. I mean, because you're kind of used to them. If you're in California, you're kind of used to the earthquakes if you've been through them. The biggest earthquake I remember being in, actually there's two. The first really big one I remember was the Northridge quake, and we were close to that one. So that one really, that was just like, just scared the crap out of me. And then there was the 2010, I think it was, the Calexico earthquake, which was way far away, but it was 7.1, and that was a really strong, slow roller. That one was like, ooh. It kind of felt like the ground was just rolling around underneath you, like, ugh. And this one was more like just like a side to side, kind of a weird, like, swaying movement. Like you're on those wooden bridges where you can shake them side to side when you walk on them. It was kind of like that, like somebody else was shaking it. Or like being on those people movers at Disneyland. Those moving walkways where you step on them and it just moves. It kind of makes your head feel like that. It can feel like you're in an elevator going up or down, except the elevator is going sideways, because earthquakes do not shake like this. They shake more like this. They kind of do a wave movement, kind of. It depends on the ground you're on and what kind of earthquake wave you're having, because there's a couple different waves. But yeah, we got the last surface waves because we were so far away from the one that happened today. And so I'm fine, everybody's fine, nothing's damaged here, but it might be a different story if you're way up north in the Mojave Desert area. So if you're in that area, I hope you're okay. Bye.